And get him ready. Oh, cruiserweight action.
Introducing first the challenger, being led to the ring by the Prince of Passion, Kenny Casanova. From the dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing at 190 pounds, the human aphrodisiac, Nick Neighborhood.
Oh, the cruiserweight title's on the line. I've been waiting for this one. Chuck Deep, the cruiserweight champion here in World of Hurt, is going to be taking on this man, being led by, I don't know who that lady is, and the Prince of Passion, Kenny Casanova. That's the human aphrodisiac, Nick Neighborhood. I'm trying to get word on who it is. Yeah, I'm just handed a note. That's Shayna? Well, I guess that's it. It's Shayna. Shayna here in World of Hurt Wrestling. Nick Neighborhood, the human aphrodisiac, challenging for the cruiserweight title. And if any man in World of Hurt Wrestling, any cruiserweight, could win that belt, oh, it's the Nick Neighborhood.
And his opponent, being led to the ring by the manager, Marty the Party Fade, from F University, weighing in at 195 pounds, he's the World of Hurt Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion, Chuck Deep.
Chuck Deep, the World of Hurt Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion. For several months now, he's been a champion. He has defended his title successfully, but this, I think, his match against Nick Neighborhood is going to be the biggest challenge to date for the young champion. Marty the Party Vane is flanking his charge. He's coming down to the ring. He's going to be there for Chuck Deep. But on the other side of the ring is the Prince of Passion, Kenny Casanova. Now these two have this, I don't know what you call it, but they're the self-proclaimed intergender tag team champions. So we know that they're friends and that they get along. I don't know if they've made some kind of pact for this match and they're going to stay out of each other's business. I don't know if they decided to just throw it all out the window and they're going to tear each other's hair out or what Casanova has left of it. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're both at ringside. And this could prove to be a very volatile situation out on the floor. Chuck Deep set to do battle with Nick Neighborhood. Neighborhood taking a look at that belt. Maybe it could be a little, maybe counting his eggs before they hatch. But Hot Bod Todd Taylor giving Chuck Deep what could be his last look at his title. Showing the crowd, the gold, what it's all about. Marty the Party trying to get under the skin of Nick Neighborhood. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Nick Neighborhood and Chuck Deep. Look at the two of them. Are they specimens or what? Did they spend time in the gym or what? They both look fabulous. We know the history of Nick Neighborhood. There's the opening bell. We know the history of Nick Neighborhood. He trained in the dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and that alone deserves a pat on the back, a handshake, oh, we covered to it. Oh, boy, that was almost over in a hurry. Nick Neighborhood laying down, giving Chuck Deep the option to pin him, and Neighborhood, he almost rolled him up for the 3 count before the match was 60 seconds old. Chuck Deep probably going to rethink this a little bit, looking for a handshake. That's a nice show of respect by both men. It's a nice way to start a match. Collar and elbow tie-up. Here we go. Cruiserweight titles on the line. World of Hurt Wrestling. WrestleFest. Chuck Deep gets rolled out into a top wrist lock. A go behind now. Beautiful hammerlock. Nice chain wrestling these opening moments here by both men. Side headlock reapplied. Irish whip on Nick Neighborhood. Duck go behind. Up and over goes Chuck Deep. Gets stuck in a front face lock. Rolls out into a hammerlock. Great chain wrestling by both men. They're pulling no punches. They're not fooling around. Nice snapmare rollover, but Chuck Deep hangs on to that hammerlock. Kenny Casanova shouting encouragement. Marty the Party Vane doing the same for Chuck Deep, the champ. Again, Chuck Deep pushes off Nick Neighborhood. Nice kip up. Turn around. There it is. There's a side headlock takeover by Chuck Deep. You better pay attention, Nick Neighborhood. You're not going to win the title like that. Both men now getting to their feet. The side headlock is applied. Top wrist lock, no, into an arm wringer. Chuck Deep now. Irish whip on Nick Neighborhood. Nice arm drag by Chuck Deep. Another one. The champ is on a roll. Nice hip toss. Chuck Deep needs to stay on his man. Nick Neighborhood not foolish. He just rolls right to the outside, trying to get a breather. And who can blame him? The Prince of Passion, Kenny Casanova, encouraging Nick Neighborhood. Wait a minute. Oh, now Chuck Deep. Wait a minute. Casanova had a cane. He passed it off to Nick Neighborhood. I don't know what he's thinking. That's not legal. Wait a minute. There's a roll from behind, cover, two, and no, a 2 count only. Nick Neighborhood. Side headlock takeover, nicely executed. Now the shoes on the other foot, Chuck Deep. Stuck in the side headlock right in the middle of the ring, trying to wear down the champ. In the early goings of this contest, Shayna, Kenny Casanova stalking ringside. Marty the Party Vane in the forefront of the screen. Nice. Nick Neighborhood walks the ropes. Back into that side headlock. Nick Neighborhood. Chuck Deep. Oh, this is the match I've been waiting for. I've said it before. I'll probably say it all night. Nice reversal. There's an arm wringer now by Chuck Deep. Irish whip. Nice leapfrog by Nick Neighborhood. And there's a monkey flip on Chuck Deep on the champ. And now Chuck Deep powders to the outside. Nick Neighborhood taking a minute to breathe. Wait a minute. Hotbod Todd Taylor reminding Chuck Deep that he's got to wrestle the match. Looked like he was trying to leave with Marty the Party. Wait a minute, what's he got there? Oh, now, I can't even call it. Chuck Deep took that paddle from Marty the Party and tossed to Kenny Casanova like he wasn't going to do anything wrong. Casanova gets dumped off the apron. There's a 2 count. Gets rolled up by Chuck Deep. Now complaining there was a tights pull, which of course we didn't see. The referee didn't see it, but he's admonishing Chuck Deep anyway. On Nick Neighborhood's say-so. That holds water. Both men kind of at a stalemate here. There's a handshake. Oh! That was low. Right in that ginger area of Nick Neighborhood. Chuck Deep now with a couple of forearms to the back. Irish whip into the corner on Nick Neighborhood, and oh, with authority by Chuck Deep. Chuck Deep better get on Nick. Better keep his pants up too. Irish whip again, and Nick Neighborhood just got his abdominals stretched out on that ring post. Kenny Casanova trying to peel his man off the ring post. What the hell's Casanova doing? Oh, Chuck Deep just standing on that chest, trying to cut him in half and slice him through that ring post. Nick Neighborhood, worse for wear, Irish whip. Up and over goes Nick Neighborhood. What do we got here? Irish whip set up. Yes. Chuck Deep. He's right all over Nick Neighborhood into a bulldog. Oh, that was just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Chuck Deep riding all over Nick Neighborhood. Eventually catches him in a bulldog. Skull first into the mat. There's a cover by the champ. 2 and no, a 2 count only. Nick Neighborhood just got his head crushed into the mat. I can't believe he's conscious. Chuck Deep to the top. And there's a beautiful Huracan Rana off the top. Chuck Deep with a beautifully executed Huracan Rana. And now Nick Neighborhood continues to be worse for wear in this match. There's nothing Shayna or Kenny Casanova can do. Look at these two lovebirds outside. We've got Chuck Deep and Marty the Party, the general manager here at World of Hurt. It's got to be a conflict of interest being a manager too. Chuck Deep trying to suplex. No. Nick Neighborhood with a couple of elbows. Reversed Irish whip. Go behind. And there's a nice reverse Russian leg sweep by Nick Neighborhood. And there's a chin breaker too. Nick Neighborhood, I don't know where he's finding it. He must just be operating on instincts. Ascending the top. Chuck Deep. He got caught in a DDT that was brutal. Chuck Deep is laid out. The champ might be unconscious. Cover, 1, 2, and a 2 count only. Chuck Deep, take nothing away. That's why he's the champ. He knew where he was in that ring. He grabbed that bottom rope. I don't know if you saw it, but he grabbed the bottom rope. He didn't kick out. There's a leg drop from the heavens. And a beautiful standing shooting star press. Nick Neighborhood. Oh, he's getting a second wind. Chuck Deep, laying prone on the mat. Beautiful elbow drop. Cover. 1, 2, and no, 2 count only. Nick Neighborhood kind of shocked he's not getting the 3. But he's got to stay on top of Chuck Deep if he thinks he's going to walk out here with the belt. Chuck Deep now being set up. There's a double underhook. Into, what do we got here? Looks like a submission maneuver of some kind. Into a flapjack. Nicely done by Nick Neighborhood. The champ needs to gather his thoughts, and he needs to get something going. Nick Neighborhood turning over the champ. Cover. 2 and 2 count only on Chuck Deep. Nick Neighborhood, you can smell it. You can taste it. It's on a plate, and it has to be served to him. He's ready. He wants the belt. He wants to be the champ. Wants to go make Camp Casanova proud. Oh, that's despicable. Just a kick to the side of the skull. Nick Neighborhood setting up. What do we got here? Tornado DDT. Blocked. And there's a belly to back right into the corner by Chuck Deep on Nick Neighborhood. That just came out of nowhere. Nick Neighborhood now being set up. Chuck Deep. Not quite sure he knows where he's going. Heading up to the top. What do we got here? Beautiful reverse splash. I'm not sure what you call it. That was like a corkscrew splash. Went for the cover, but now what's Marty doing in the ring? General manager now needs to get the hell out of there. Hot Bod Todd Taylor said there was no pinfall, there was no 3 count. The match is going to continue, and Marty the Party Vane has got to get back to the outside. There's a rake to the eyes of Chuck Deep. Chuck Deep just swinging in the air. Belly to back coming up here. Oh, he just got crotched on that top turnbuckle. That can't be fun. And a kick. It just shattered the front teeth of Chuck Deep. Chuck Deep trying to get back into the ring. Nick Neighborhood going to the top. What do we got here? Somersault, double leg drop on Chuck Deep from across the ring from the top rope. Cover. 1, 2, and oh. Nick Neighborhood made a mistake. He put his feet on the second rope looking for leverage. Marty the Party Vane on ringside. And oh, Hot Bod Todd Taylor, he caught it. That was a nice piece of refereeing. Chuck Deep getting picked up. Nick Neighborhood says it's over. Suplex set up right here. Into a reverse victory roll. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. It's over just like that. Just like that. Nick Neighborhood got pinned. Chuck Deep is still the champ. There's the official announcement. I just yacked over it. But Chuck Deep is going home the champ. Chuck Deep was set up for a suplex, a side suplex. And somehow or another he kicked out and hit a reverse victory roll into a pinning combination. And Marty the Party Vane and F University, oh, they're proud of their boy Chuck Deep going home the champ. Unbelievable matchup, a standing ovation. Both men, Chuck Deep, Nick Neighborhood, take nothing away from Nick Neighborhood. He put in the fight of his life, but still the World of Hurt Wrestling champion, the Cruiserweight champion, Chuck Deep.